The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw the rise of street gangs in Birmingham, England, amidst industrialization and poverty. Among them, the Peaky Blinders emerged, etching their name into Birmingham's history. This essay explores their origins, activities, and the contrast between the romanticized TV portrayal and their grim reality. Birmingham's rapid growth led to overcrowding, poverty, and crime. The Peaky Blinders established their territory through violence and shrewd tactics. Their name became synonymous with fear and fascination. The city's slums provided fertile ground for criminal enterprises. The Peaky Blinders preyed on the vulnerable, contributing to lawlessness and fear. Their story reflects the darker side of industrialization and social inequalities. Contrary to popular belief, the Peaky Blinders were not a single unified gang. The name Peaky Blinders encompassed various youth gangs in Birmingham's backstreets. These gangs, composed of young men from working-class backgrounds, sought belonging and power. Their distinctive style, with peaked caps and tailored jackets, set them apart. The name's origin is debated, with some suggesting razor blades in caps, though historians doubt this. The Peaky Blinders' territory included slums like Small Heath and Bawdsley. These areas, marked by poverty and overcrowding, bred criminal activity. The Peaky Blinders offered a sense of community to disenfranchised young men. The Peaky Blinders' criminal activities were far more mundane and brutal than the myth suggests. They focused on petty theft, robbery, and protection rackets, exploiting impoverished neighborhoods. They targeted local businesses, demanding protection money and resorting to violence. Beyond petty crime, they engaged in illegal gambling and smuggling. Their methods were characterized by violence and intimidation. Street fights were common, often resulting in serious injuries or death. Their actions contributed to a climate of fear and insecurity. The Peaky Blinders' reign left a lasting scar on Birmingham's social fabric. The popular TV series Peaky Blinders has brought the gang's story to a global audience. However, significant discrepancies exist between the fictionalized portrayal and historical reality. The series romanticizes the gang's activities, portraying them as Robin Hood-esque figures. In reality, the Peaky Blinders were motivated by self-interest and profit. The series exaggerates their influence and power, depicting them as a criminal empire. The timeline of the series deviates from historical accuracy, placing their activities in the 1920s. The real Peaky Blinders' peak period was in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The show features real-life figures, but their personalities and actions are often embellished. The series prioritizes dramatic storytelling over historical fidelity. It is important to view the series as fiction inspired by historical events. Several notorious figures emerged as leaders within the Peaky Blinders factions. Thomas Gilbert, known as Kevin Mooney, gained notoriety for illegal gambling and protection rackets. Billy Kimber controlled a vast network of illegal activities in Birmingham. Kimber's influence extended beyond the Peaky Blinders, encompassing various criminal enterprises. The Shelby family, central to the TV series, is a fictional creation. The series has led to renewed interest in the Peaky Blinders' history. However, it is crucial to separate fact from fiction. The real Peaky Blinders were opportunistic criminals, not glamorous anti-heroes. The Peaky Blinders' reign of terror ended as law enforcement cracked down and rival gangs challenged their dominance. By the 1920s, the Peaky Blinders had largely faded from prominence. Their activities contributed to a climate of fear and insecurity in Birmingham. The legacy of violence and intimidation continues to resonate in the city's history. Many gang members were teenagers or young men, drawn to power in a society with limited opportunities. This highlights the social and economic conditions that fueled youth gangs. The Peaky Blinders story serves as a cautionary tale about romanticizing criminal behavior. The TV series captivates audiences but often sacrifices historical accuracy. The Peaky Blinders were not heroes but opportunistic criminals exploiting their communities.